Hi there, welcome. This is Lane Snyder, and this is part two of Prime Minister Harper and Lane Snyder's unauthorized financial stimulus package for small business. So, small business is good, and I like making money, and I'm sure that you do as well. So, let's look at what we've got in store. Okay, just a warning Prime Minister Harper still doesn't endorse this at all, and we're still not sure about President Obama. Anyways, last time we looked about um, how you can increase your profits. And the quickest way to do that, another really quick way to increase your profits, is to actually get more customers. Now, the fastest way that I've found to get new customers has worked really, really well for me. I gained 15 customers in less than 2 weeks. My out of pocket expenses for doing that was $300 for some mailing, and I spent about 5 hours putting the deal and the letter together. So it worked really well. And this is how it worked. I found a person of influence with a large group of people that would be ideal clients for me. So I got that person to send a letter on my behalf to the group of clients, followers, or friends, and you can do the same thing as well. And people of influence for you, depending on what you do, might be like a lawyer or an accountant if you deal with small businesses primarily, or if you deal with strictly residential, it might be something like a realtor or a mortgage broker. It's hard to say. You want people who have a lot of customers or clients and who actually have a relationship with them or who maintain that somewhat. And so that their clients or customers or friends actually like them. I know most of my friends like me, at least that's what I keep telling myself. But, anyways, here's what you do: you make an offer. You want something in the letter to basically make the customer, the client, raise their hands and say, I'm interested. Tell me more. Give me more. Um, you want to do that in a way that has great value to them. And hopefully it doesn't cost you too much to deliver that value, certainly in proportion to the potential profit. Anyways, and you want something that makes our mutual friend look great. So if you talk to your accountant and your accountant says, sure, I like you, I'd be happy to send out a letter on your behalf. You say, look, I'll pay for it. And so he sends it out. The letter, you want it to be something that makes the accountant look good, that will make his people actually happy and delighted that he's contacting them about this offer. So that's what you want to do. And that, if you have an offer that's going to appeal to them, that will also make him more likely to do that. So keep that in mind when you're doing that. So here's how you can get a person of influence to help you. So ideally, as I mentioned, they know you and they like you already. And if they don't know you or like you, that's okay. I mean, hopefully they like you once they get to know you. But it's easier to approach them through, say, a mutual connection. And so maybe you don't know someone, but your friend knows someone, and they like him. So your friend talks to them on your behalf or connects you. And that's really the ideal situation if you're not connected. You also want to do a bit of research on them and find out what their hot buttons are. What are hot buttons? Hot buttons are things that motivate people, and we all have different hot buttons. I'm a young father. One of my hot buttons is my kids or my wife. Um, Different people have different hot buttons at different times. Sometimes people say, if I could have more customers, that's one of my hot buttons. Or maybe someone wants to drive a really fancy sports car or something. We all have different hot buttons. And if you know what someone's hot buttons are, you can show them how you can help achieve whatever it is that they're looking for by doing what it is that you want them to do. And it's just a genuine way of working together and doing it profitably, not trying to get you to try and manipulate people or do anything like that. No, you want to be very ethical in what you're doing. Now, here's some possible ways to get into this person's list. You can do maybe a cross promotion, say I'll promote you, you promote me, if they're interested in getting more customers. Like I mentioned before, if it's good if it's good for their customers, so that they do it for the freebie or the bonus that their customers are going to get. 3, they may just do it because they like you and they value their service. Or maybe they say, you know what, I want to have an additional stream of income, so give me a percentage of the business that you get from these people for my introducing them. And that's a great way to do things as well. Now, this video is almost done, but there's a couple things that we should know. We're going to have some more videos out here as well, and I'm going to tell you about a subtle marketing trick that worked for one of my clients very well, and it helped increase their profits by over 90% over the course of a year. That's 90%. It works in almost any business, but very few businesses actually do it. So it's something that you can do. It's something that's easy to do, and I've got a system for doing that as well. Also, we're going to have another one that has 2 easy ways to increase profits in your business without actually doing any extra work. So there's a little tiny bit of work on the front end if you consider talking to people work, and it can be. And it can increase the value of your customers exponentially. It can actually dramatically change things for you and for your business. I'm also going to tell you about another strategy, no slide on this one, that Starbucks uses to make themselves much, much more profitable. And there's other businesses that are using it also quite well, but Starbucks is a particularly good example of that. So we're all in it to get more money, with adding more value, doing less work, and getting more customers, which gives you more time for the toenails. If you want to sit around the yard painting your toenails, God bless you, go ahead. That's okay with me. I don't think there's anything funny about it. Grown men sitting together painting their toenails, well, maybe a little bit funny, but that's that. And visit yoursuccess.ca. It's my website, and there's going to be some free reports on there on making money, saving time, achieving your goals, becoming more and more profitable, and independent of your small business. Also, there's going to be more videos and information coming on all the time. So, with that, I bid you farewell, and I will talk to you again very shortly.